Hello and welcome to another update video about Dogecoin. So the Dogecoin chart continues, or more and more starts to be similar to the Matic chart, at least this bit here, and especially the decline. In both of these charts, we did identify some short-term upside potential. However, I mentioned to you that this gets less likely should we drop below this ascending trend line, and certainly this was an important support line. And we could argue about, was it right to set it here? Should we have set it here? But in both scenarios, it would have been the same outcome. It's a channel. It has been a channel. It was a potential channel for a so-called leading diagonal. Because we broke below this channel, I'm going to take the leading diagonal out of the chart. There was still a chance to rally in 5 waves, but if you drop out of a channel like this, then the diagonal is most likely not going to work out. I mean, it could still in theory get a recovery and do this fifth wave to the upside, but honestly you need a lot of imagination if you want to see it that way. So yeah, I mean, the leading diagonal, the so-called bullish pattern here, has never been the primary really for Dogecoin anyway. So it is one that, well, I'm not taking it out yet. I will take it out if we drop below this low at 7 cents. This is, the yellow count remains my primary expectation, and as I said, there was some short-term upside here, yeah, in wave C to the upside. But the market doesn't seem to do it. So it looks like we're going to go down straight away, which would just be further confirmation of the further sell-off scenario, which has been the primary expectation here anyway. Understand that this is a downtrend, and sometimes the market decides to put in a higher wave 2 in this case, in wave C, and in this case probably not, because we dropped a little bit too far for a B wave. I mean, don't get me wrong, a B wave could still, let's say, go below the beginning of wave A even, but then we talk about what is likely, what is not likely. And in addition to this being most likely, this being possibly a B wave still, which is hard to forecast anyway, we now dropped below the channel support. So yeah, I think we need to be ready for an immediate sell-off. Now don't get me wrong, this is not going to happen in one straight line. There would still be corrective movements to the upside, but I'm now going to change my primary expectation to the situation that we've already seen here, an ABC to the upside, and have to assume that at the moment, and there's different ways of counting this, but it doesn't really matter where I place the ABCs. Important is that this was most likely a wave 2, and we're probably coming down now in wave 3. And target for that, I mean, it's also hard to give a target because most likely this wave 5 is an ending diagonal, the way this appears. At the moment we see a lot of diagonal patterns in the crypto market. Important is in this wave 5 that it gets below the 5 cent level to be, well, to fulfill its duties, I would nearly say. The 5 cent level is the low from June, and going below the level would be what you would naturally expect, yeah, in this web, especially with this move to the downside. As I said, we could still find support here. If we find support, I think the last chance to put still something more bullish in, or at least to get more of a substantial recovery before we come down further, because at the moment I would treat any upside as purely corrective. Last chance will be here, that 7 cent level. But if we drop below the 7 cent level, I think it's going to go downhill quite quickly. And that's how I currently see the market. So unless we impulsively get above that channel, I'm not gonna review my scenario here now. I think this is gonna go downhill. That channel would provide, getting back into it might be a first instance that we have another chance for recovery, but then this would not be bullish. It would rather just be a corrective wave pattern. I mean, look at this. This could become a head and shoulders pattern as well, and this is how you can look at patterns in addition to Elliott waves. Where we might just see a little bit of a recovery here now, maybe a retest of the channel from below and then coming down. So not a bullish structure at the moment. Obviously nearly at support now, so if anybody wants to short this is entirely up to you, but I wouldn't do anything until we see a bit of a recovery, maybe bounce against resistance, and then could take down the remaining wave 3, which might go in the first instance to that 5 cent level that I mentioned. Okay, that's my update about Doge. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.